In 2008, ESPN targeted the Tampa Bay area for a new bowl game. With this announcement by the worldwide leader in sports, the Tampa Bay area was gifted another special annual sports event that not only brings thousands of college football fans to the community, but also an event that extends past the game and provides numerous positive impacts for the Tampa Bay community. Our friends from the Gasparilla Bowl join us on today's Bayside. Good morning and welcome to Bayside. I'm your host, Shelly Sanders. We are talking about bad boy mowers, Gasparilla Bowl, and we are coming along the home stretch. Can't think of a better person to talk to than the executive director of the Gasparilla Bowl, Mr. Scott Glazer. Welcome to the show.
Well, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
I'm surprised you're not just hair amuck and sweating to death like, oh my gosh, is it really happening? We are, what, a week away?
Yeah, we are. We're expecting teams here in a couple of days, and we're on a sprint, but we're excited to put on a great event for the Tampa Bay area.
Absolutely incredible. Everybody around here, we all get excited. The Gasparilla Bowl, over 10 years in the making. Why don't we kind of back up a little bit and talk about that? Talk about the beginning stages and how it all got started.
Sure. We started about 12 years ago. This will be year 12 for us. We spent the first 10 years at Tropicana over in St. Petersburg. Had an opportunity to move over to Raymond James Stadium last year in 2017 and now, or in 2018, and now going to have our second year at Raymond James Stadium. And so with the progression of that, we've had a number of different title sponsors, and now we're working with the Bad Boy Mowers Gasparilla Bowl, which is really, again, exciting for this area.
Sure, and it's almost like apropos. I mean, you got the whole pirate feeling with the Gasparilla Bowl, and then it's at the Ray J, and then Bad Boy. I mean, it just all, it really fits, right?
It is. We have an opportunity really with this game to be young and energizing and fun and bring something to the community that everybody can have a good time with. We have a great partnership with the Gasparilla Parade, with the Mystic crew of Gasparilla, the folks who put that event on, and then, of course, the Bad Boy Mowers group. They're always ready to have a good time. So when you bundle that all up, it's really a special team that gets together, and we just use the game of football to be the conduit to bring us all together.
Absolutely, I love it. Now, Scott, I know you're executive director. You got a lot of things going on, and with that title comes many hats, but you can't do this alone. My gosh, it takes a plethora of people. Tell me about that. How many people does it take to put this on, and what all does that entail?
Well, like any sport, you know, it takes a great team, and we have a number of full-time staff that are participating in this, but it's really, again, about the community. What we're trying to do is partner with key people and have strategic approach to making sure that everybody has a reason to come out to this game. And so we have our good friend Thaddeus Bullard and the Bullard Family Foundation with us. We have the On Bikes program. We have Vincent Jackson and his foundation, Jackson in Action 83, and just a number of different folks that are really trying to do the right thing around the holiday season, bringing people together.
Sure, and those are just a few of the many people that you've brought together and doing these wonderful things about the community. So talk a little bit about that, or elaborate on that, these partnerships that you've formed and the leaders that have really embraced you. What's that like, and what's the response that you've seen personally from both the community and these leaders?
It's been outstanding. Again, you know, when you anchor a game right around the holiday season and you use the game of football to bring the people together, as I said, you know, we're trying to make sure that some of the individuals who haven't always had an opportunity to enjoy Division I football in the Bay Area, that we're giving them an opportunity to join the game. And so when you marry that opportunity and then you find corporations and companies and community partners that want to be a part of that, they see the mission that we're trying to serve. Again, it's the game of football that's doing it, but we're trying to touch the lives of so many that it's really special.
Sure. Now, speaking of the game, we got to talk about it. I mean, that in and of itself is a process. You know, I mean, so many other things that go on throughout the year, just putting this together and the effects that you have here in the Bay Area, what you're doing for the community. But the actual game itself, what brings it all together, these teams. How in the world do you ever go about selecting the teams? What's that process like?
So with ESPN, we have a number of different contractual relationships with different conferences. We are currently working with Conference USA, the American, the ACC. In the future, we move forward and we add the SEC to that lineup. But because they are our games, we have a little bit of flexibility on the invitations that we bring to this game. And our goal is to try to create the best matchup we can. We realize that people are going to travel to games based on geographic location. So at the end of the day, we're trying to get two teams that are going to get fans energized about it. They're going to travel to the game. They're going to spend their dollars in our Bay Area communities, and again, just have a wonderful time. So it's a year-long process that begins with planning the game itself, the corporate sponsorships, the community programs, and then if you do all your planning right, you finish it with just a great afternoon of football.
Sure. Now, when do you actually pick those teams? At what point in the year, or what stage in the process is this?
So teams are actually announced a few weeks prior to game time, and so leading up to kickoff, it's always trying to make sure we have right events that are going to keep people engaged to the game, and then that tipping point is going to be when they find out what teams are actually going to be there. That's really when they make a little mind explosion goes on to go out and drive and buy tickets. So.
Sure. So can I get a vote next year?
Can you get a vote next year? We'll take everybody's opinion. Again, we want the right teams that are going to impact our community.
Love
so
it.
Everybody
Love
gets
it.
a vote.
All right, you heard Mr. Scott Glazer. He said it. I get a vote. All right. If you want more information, this is the website you're going to look into. It's GasparilliBowl.com. GasparillABowl.com. If you'd like a vote too, you can always email that address, info@GasparillABowl.com. Otherwise, I'd highly encourage you to check that out. All the information and then some you'll have right there. We'll be back after this. Welcome back to Bayside. I'm your host, Shelly Sanders. We've been talking all about the upcoming Gasparilla Bowl. Exciting things going on. We're now joined by Thaddeus Bullard, and it's been a little bit since we've seen you out here. Welcome back to the show.
Thanks for having me. Y'all put a little more decoration up in here.
Well, we did. It's the Gasparilla Bowl. We are all excited.
Oh, if you did it for us, then you're very special, because we got a very
Absolutely.
special event coming up in a few days here at Raymond James Stadium, and I'm excited about the second year of my Bullard Family Foundation partnering with the Gasparilla Bowl and ESPN, and utilizing the game of football along with other partners with Vincent Jackson and Mike Allstad and many other people, giving the game of football an opportunity to bring the community together, as well as do some great things in the community, not only at Raymond James Stadium, but out throughout the community.
Absolutely. Now, we talked earlier, Scott, about those partnerships the Gasparilla Bowl has with these staples in the community like Thaddeus himself. And Thaddeus, the Bullard Family Foundation does so many beautiful things here in the community. It seems to me like a perfect fit. I know it's got to, without speaking for you, it's got to mean a lot to have partners like that in the community.
It does. You know, when you talk about people setting the standard, you know, the guy sitting to my right is definitely the role model for that. And, you know, not just with the Gasparilla Bowl, but the things that he's doing all around the community, the way he's impacting our schools, our local schools, and the kids who go to the schools, and not only stopping at the children, but also the families. It's really important. It's a great program.
Absolutely. So Thaddeus, as we're sitting here talking about you, bragging on you and patting you on the back, it's with sincere words that we are saying that. You do incredible things here in the community. So talk to us a little bit about that relationship. How did that begin? How did it come together and become such a perfect fit?
Well, it's a mutual friend of all of us, a guy named Jay Mize. We had a lunch last August, I believe, at Panera Bread, and talked about the possibilities, the game moving over to Raymond James Stadium and seeing how we can make this bowl game a community bowl. We weren't trying to outdo any other bowl game in regards to, you know, presentation for what they do or knock against what they were doing. We just wanted to utilize this platform with ESPN and really take the work that we were already doing in the community and kind of combine it with the game of football. He played football at USF. I played football at the better school of the University of Florida. But we still found a friendship in what we're doing in the community, and Jay has done tremendous work there. And so bringing a bunch of partners together, not just about the game of football, but also, utilizing our platforms, whether it be in business or in sports entertainment or whatever it may be, to really get people to understand the importance of something being bigger than the game, and especially during the holiday season, where so many people in our community do so many tremendous things. And that's why this partnership makes a lot of sense, because it not only brings people that love sports together, but also love giving, and it gives us a great opportunity to let people have fun, spending money in the right place. And our goal this year is to impact 30,000 families with Metropolitan Ministries. I partner with them. We got a holiday tent. It's a 36,000 square foot tent that we've been cycling families in all the way since Thanksgiving, and doing different activations throughout this time period leading up to these next few days of this big bowl game. We're getting the players integrated in our community that come from out of town with the bowl teams, the coaches as well, and building a lot of activities around bringing people together, not just with football, but utilizing the game of football in the platform that we have with the Gasparilla Bowl.
Absolutely. Love all of that. I mean, so many things going on. Speaking of which, there's several events all week long. I mean, this is a festive time of year.
Oh, we party now.
In general.
We party and we eat. I'm a big dude. I like to eat, and it's good to have a bunch of college football players come to town that like to eat as well. So we got a beach bash, a pep rally.
Yes.
Bike build that we're doing as well to get the players involved, and building bicycles that they can give back to our local community, kids and youth as well. And so we, like I say, the game of football is just, the game is one thing, and we definitely want to get as many people in the stadium as possible. I mean, tickets are still available, but we're doing very well this year as far as getting people into the stadium and getting people excited about it. But we still got more seats available. Go to GasparillaBowl.com in order to get tickets, and but we're gonna have a party. Anybody knows about anything to do with Gasparilla knows that people like to have a good time, that's what we're gonna do.
And the beautiful part about that is, yes, we all love to have a good time, but it also goes to benefit the community. All these foundations that you guys have been able to partner with, including the Bullard Family Foundation, it's just incredible. And those dollars, they're here and in your area. So I highly encourage you to come out to the Gasparilla Bowl. I'm going to go out on a limb and just say it's going to sell out. Yeah. And not to
that
mention,
ain't a limb.
I'm just saying.
That's the prayer that we all have.
I'm just saying. They may not be
two or
sold
more
out
touch and
now.
agree, we all, we all right. We gonna be all right.
I love it. I love it. In addition to that, the other surrounding events that are coming up here in just a couple of days, they're all free.
Yes. Free.
Isn't that right?
Everybody
so we got
likes
the beach
word
bash.
free. Yes.
Who doesn't like the word
I
free?
like free.
We
got any free stuff on you now?
Nothing on me today, but
Is this free? Is this helmet free?
Everybody's free to
Looks
attend
nice.
all the events all week. We'll be out at Treasure Island for a beach bash, so you can bring your families out there, the bands, the spirit squads, the participating teams. It'll be fun contests. We'll be downtown at Curtis Hickson Park. We'll be doing a bike build. We have a pep rally that'll be the night before the game down at Armature Works, so we'll be able to go there and you'll be able to hear good music and again have the bands participate.
Pre-game, tailgate.
Pre-game, the fan invasion will be at
on.
Raymond James Stadium, so just a ton of opportunities to celebrate football and give our student athletes a great experience while they're in town.
And I'm sure you at home are wondering, well, how in the heck do I get involved? Well, right there's the answer to your question. That's the website with all the answers. Log on. We're going to take a short break, but you're going to log on to GasparillaBowl.com and take Thaddeus's advice. Get your tickets now. You don't want to show up to the gate and then be like, what? I can't get in? They're sold out? Because they're going to sell out.
We got to
100%.
sell out.
All right, get your tickets now. We are talking December 23rd at 2:30 at the Ray J. We'll see you there. Welcome back to Bayside. I'm your host, Shelly Sanders. As you can see, Gasparilla Bowl is a fun time, even when we're just talking about it, right, ladies? Yes. I've got with me now Jenny Spencer and Bianca Mize. Welcome to the show, ladies.
Thank you for having us.
How exciting. I mean, you guys have to be like all jazzed right now.
We are.
I mean,
oh, yes.
It's been a whole year, which it doesn't feel like it. It feels like it's been maybe a couple of months, and that's about it. Without further ado, last year was the first time we had the women's huddle. Tell me about that. For those that this is the first time maybe they're hearing about it, tell me what that means. I mean, are you playing football, or does this mean bringing people together? What exactly is it, and how did it come about?
I think our big focus is helping execute the Gasparilla Bowl, but there are a lot of female fans that are football fans. I love football. I'm the actual season ticket holder, not my husband. And I know Bianca is a huge football fan.
Yes.
So really taking that power of women and engaging the community to bring the Gasparilla Bowl to light.
Love that. So what are some of the, give me some of the ideas or a typical day and being part of the women's huddle.
Well, I think the first thing last year, because we were the first year with the huddle last year, was just really executing and getting the volunteers, whether it be engaging the community through different organizations, through sponsorships if they wanted to bring in a team building event, but just bringing everybody in, because we do have so many events, and we're coming up to that week of Beach Bash and On Bikes Build, and the bowl itself is that it takes a handful, actually a lot more than a handful, of volunteers to actually really execute the events. So just working with the Gasparilla Bowl and bringing in those volunteers to do that.
And I imagine as the years go on, you'll start to realize, oh wow, and really kind of mold that as things come about. So say we've got viewers out there, other women like you, you, me, like the three of us who are legitimate football fans. I'm sure we've got them that are out there watching right now going, what, girl, come on, tell me, how can I want in. How do they become part of
We are really trying to create a foundation for the huddle. And we are looking for women leaders in the community to step up and get involved and bring their unique talents and gifts in and join us. So they would just want to reach out by contacting us on the website and the email listed on the screen.
Perfect. Hey, by the way, hint, that was a hint from Bianca. Right, so if you want to get involved, log onto the website. We're going to put it back up on the screen for you, but it's really simple, GasparillaBowl.com. GasparillaBowl.com, that's going to give all the information about what you guys are about, how you evolve, and you can keep checking on throughout the year, correct?
Yes, and I think that big thing is that right now we're really focusing on the week of, but our goal is executing and expanding throughout the year to create events throughout the year.
Sure. Now, is this something that where you come together and say you end up this year, you've got a few more volunteers, and now y'all kind of have a meeting of the minds and think, how can we expand this?
Yes.
And
So
that's
what
what
is
we're
the
calling
vision?
it, like our phase 2 and phase 3.
Love that.
So
Okay, so what is the vision for the Women's Huddle?
it's really engaging the community, getting the community more involved. We have such a great platform to make that happen. And there's so many wonderful organizations here in the Tampa Bay area, like the Bullard Family Foundation, but collaborating to really get the community engaged and involved.
Sure. So it sounds like if someone has an idea, by all means, you're open-minded.
Oh yeah, we are very open-minded.
Love that. So what are you most looking forward to with everything that's coming up?
Game day.
Game day.
Well, okay. I should rephrase that because we're all looking forward to that particular day. But talk to me a little bit about some of the events that are going on. Give me some ideas of how your volunteers may help out as well.
So one of my favorite events is the On Bikes Build. We bring in a lot of the Title I schools. Specifically, we had a couple schools that came in. We got the players involved.
Sure.
And the kids just seeing the bikes being built and what that offers to them was just such a heartfelt feeling.
Interacting with the players,
wonderful.
it's really special.
I can sense the emotions that come up and the passion that it ignites.
Well, and bringing our own kids out, getting them to understand that not every kid is as fortunate as they are. So allowing them to see that and how they can also make a difference in our community. Because I think that's what we're passionate about is sports and making a difference in our community.
I love how sports bring people together. Isn't it awesome?
Yes.
All right, so I know you at home are probably wondering how you can get involved. Perhaps you would like to volunteer, be a part of any of the events that are coming up. And remember, if you just want to come out and attend the events, they are free, people. That means no money. I love that. Gasparilla Bowl, exciting times here in the Tampa Bay area. That website that you're looking at is GasparillaBowl.com. That's going to give you all the information and then some about everything that's going on this week and throughout the year. So go check it out while we go to break. As always, I want to thank you at home for joining us this week on Bayside. And of course, thank you all for coming and letting us know all about Gasparilla Bowl. And good luck this week. I'm telling you, I know your plates are full. All right, for you at home, I know you're wanting more information about possibly how you can get involved and volunteer, or how you can go to those events and get those tickets. And I encourage you, like Thaddeus said, they're going to sell out. So go get them on the website right now, and that's GasparillaBowl.com, GasparillaBowl.com. And for up-to-the-minute live information, you can always follow them on any of the socials, whether it's Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook, and that's at Gasparilla Bowl. Until next weekend, have a good one.